interesting Shabbos we have this week. The Shabbos is Tisha B'Av, the 9th day of Av, which is the saddest day of the Jewish calendar. It's a day which the worst things happened to us in Jewish history. First temple was destroyed, the second one, and that's why we're still stuck in exile. And this Shabbos, we have our Tisha B'Av. But what's interesting is, we don't spend the Shabbos as if it's Tisha B'Av. It gets pushed off a day later. That's interesting because usually when things happen on Shabbos, let's say Pesach falls in Shabbos, or Shavuos, or any other Yom Tiv, then we don't even read the weekly Torah portion. We read things which contain to Pesach, and we spend more time focusing on Pesach, or any other Yom Tiv. Why is it, when it comes to Tisha B'Av, we say, nope, today's Shabbos, and we push off Tisha B'Av to a day later, and then it's a little weak, it's not the real Tisha B'Av, because it's not the actual day off. See, Shabbos is supposed to be the happiest day of the year. We have it so often, so we get used to it. What it's supposed to be, it's a happy time. And Pesach comes on Shabbos. Shabbos says, by all means, join me. I add something to the day. Pesach, you add a lot to the day. Shavuos, you add. And it makes it more beautiful. When Tisha B'Av wants to come, Shabbos says, no, today's a beautiful day. I'm not allowing you in my circle. You get pushed off. Obviously, the message is, don't bring in your own Tisha B'Av into Shabbos on a regular week. Make sure that Shabbos is the Shabbos to remember for your family. It's a beautiful moment. Hashem never wants us to destroy the Shabbos or even a hamper on Shabbos. Today's Shabbos, and even if it's Tisha B'Av, the saddest day of the Jewish calendar, we eat meat, we drink wine, and it's a happy holiday. And even more than that, that's why we're still stuck in exile sometimes. When we take those mitzvahs and we add Tisha B'Av in it, that means Tisha B'Av takes over our Judaism. We have to know that when we celebrate the mitzvah, we're in the mitzvah all the time. We have a designated day to focus on the sad part of our history. That will bring Mashiach. But if we take that Tisha B'Av and we become depressed and the whole our life is so sad because we're stuck in exile, we still have to remember the beauty of life even if we're still in exile. Therefore, we have our designated day. We have our 3 weeks, which is somewhat somber. We have our day in the year, which is Tisha B'Av. But that shouldn't take away from any other pleasures of our regular Shabbos. Thank you and good Shabbos. And that is why this week's Shabbos, traveling Hasidim are going to spend a Shabbos in a community, uplifting the community and enjoying the Shabbos, even if it's Tisha B'Av, because Tisha B'Av doesn't begin until after Shabbos. Thank you.